You guys are actually going to park yourself here instead then. You lose. Well, you lost, but you lose. High naval attrition. I think that was over here. There's a lot of attrition on the way there, I guess. You've got cannons. You actually... You know what? I think you can do it. If we gave you a decent leader, like this guy, and then attack there, I think we'll be okay. Oh, you got your reinforcement tick and everything. Alright, but it doesn't spread separatism, so that's okay. Yeah. Good. Do we have any actual unrest to note? Yeah, right over here, so we should stay there. There's also a shocking amount there and there. .2, 1.7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stand here in these mountains, because I don't want the Korean separatists to kick in again. And then if they spawn on the fort, it's going to be fine, because we can attack them. They'll be the defender. Ming traders. Ooh, we gain corruption, but a permanent boost to our base production. And 30 years of... Okay, development cost and trade power in that one province. Or that one province... Oh, so the second part happens anyway. The tributary trading post. This is one corruption for a base production. That sounds good. Oh, we didn't actually kill those guys. Well, we got to go and bop them before their morale regens, which actually is going to happen. Okay, good. Lovely. Convert. Could really use an Inquisitor again. I'll have to consider getting one from something. Some skirmishing going on over here. And we've got this. This is going to be really valuable. Really valuable territory. Our colonist is still here, and how is that colony going? This should be faster now that we've got an adjacency. I think there's a penalty when you don't have an adjacent, I think is the difference. I don't remember. I might be, maybe they got rid of it, but we're okay now. We will let the colonist finish this, because that's fine. We don't need to rush a colony, although apparently we want 5 colonies for the Age of Reformation. Check if you can get Inquisitor from clergy. I think we can. It would be a level 3, though, and that would be pretty expensive, even at half price. We're not making a ton of cash. Okay, Ming's starting to bother me. It might be time to break away from them. The problem is, if we fight them, we fight... no, we don't fight the tributaries. That's right, the tributary is a defensive system. They won't come and help Ming. And Ming doesn't actually have an ally. The problem is that Ming has 100,000 troops. Who hates Ming? No rivalries. How is there no rivalries going on in this area? Too many tributaries, not enough rivalry stuff. At some point we've got to deal with the Ming problem. Actually, I'm going to get the boats to bring you here. You can stay parked there, that's fine. Light ships to be split off. There we go. You can go and protect trade here. You can go protect trade here. Maybe we can rival Ming. No, I can't rival anyone. If I was not their tributary, I could probably rival them. Because I think at some point in the past, I had them rivaled. This, we actually have all 3 provinces that belong to this. Seems like a thing to do then. Obviously, we'll have to core a little bit more. And at some point, we were going to maybe consider... Seek support? That's not the one I'm looking for. At some point, we may want to consider just saving our admin. But it's early enough, and the states will make a difference. Lose $200 and actually take out a loan to gain loyalty, which is nice, or lose admin power. I don't like taking out a loan, but I think option A is better. And we're making, well, we're not making a ton of money, but hopefully we'll be able to repay it soon. I'm going to do this. And then take out the loan. I do have too many generals. That's right, I was going to fire one. The one without the siege pips. He's also, oops, wrong one, actually. Oh, I can't because he's on the boat. He's also older, so he's probably going to die soon. That is a big loan. Colonialism, All right, and that's the other thing I should probably do. Is... Wow, it's actually not spread. Other people are embracing colonialism faster than me. Which is starting to frustrate me a little bit. Although, as they do, it'll increase, like, how many of my provinces it's spreading to. And I'm willing to bet it's close to many of my provinces. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to have to save up some money for that. Okay, you do this. No leader. We are going to come over here. We're going to fire this guy. Alright. Disloyal, yes, but no one's complaining they don't have enough territory, right? You're all good with the amount of territory you've got, indeed, until I make some more states, perhaps. So the question is, do I build more buildings that make me more money, or do I save up money to repay the loan / institution faster? I don't want to have to reissue the loan. Man, my legitimacy is terrible. What's my my heir? Strong claim, 1, 2, 6. Well, I can't complain too much about that. Surprised I didn't get married with all the royal marriages I went and did. 4, 4, yeah. That'll happen at some point. So you're just chilling here doing a little bit of rebel busting. You probably get spawned on, but that's okay. Nothing's about to go. You can go for the 50% spread of institution for regions of the right religion for the 800 splendor thing. Right. The other thing you could do is you can pass a state-level edict to increase institution spread. It does triple the cost of maintenance, although my capital region is cheap. So what I need to do is probably go into the... Well, my capital doesn't even have it yet. And I don't know exactly where my capital, like, state borders are. But yeah, these guys don't have it. So I think it makes sense to pass the edict here. I wonder if it auto-cancels when it reaches it. First of all, the state maintenance is really cheap here. Secondly, spreading it here faster would be much, much, much better. So over here, I wanted to check. Sando, Sayando. So I could do Sayando over here. That's part of Kane over here, so that's going to get the boost, which is nice. There's a couple of provinces I could speed it up here. I think I'll do another. It's going to be okay. Alright, a deserter resurfaces. Words from our conquistadors. Oh, one of our trusted lieutenants went and came back. More foreign spy detection or more spy network construction? I'm actually going to go for foreign spy detection, which is not normally something I care about, but I don't really have to do much in the way of offensive spy stuff, and it would be really annoying if someone decided to break all my relationships up with my vassals. If we can bank a bunch of Diplo power... Well, the problem is... No, I have to go Diplo here, so... I don't have to rush with the annexation. We're still actively burning off the you annexed a daimyo modifiers, so we can be kind of chill with that. Menus. It's 5 colonial nations on 5 colonies. Yeah, no, I know that. For the Age of Reformation, it's 5 colonial nations. I realize that. Or is that a reference to when you were talking about earlier, before we got into this age? Because to get colonialism institution to spread, you need 1 colonial nation, which is 5 or 6 provinces, one or the other. So I don't know. Maybe we're talking about different things. But yes, I'm aware that for this thing here, it's 5 colonial nations. Because several colonial nations is subject, and, 5... I know here it says 5 colonies. It should say 5 colonial nations. I mean, unless... The tooltip, I think, could be cleared up. Funny, all my diplomats are idle. There's just no more sucking up to my vassals that they can possibly do. That's okay. Again, I could rush it by sending subsidies or anything, but there's no reason to do that. May as well just leave the diplomats idle for now. I mean, I could have them spying, I could have them sucking up on someone else to do something else. It'd be nice if anyone hated the Ming, because I would definitely suck up to those guys. The thing is, I don't know if, like, becoming friends with Yarkand is helpful. Or Mongolia. Actually, they're part of the Ming Empire as well. They're part of the Ming Empire. Jesus. Maybe going out to, like, Bahamanis or something. And starting to make friends with Indian powers. That might be a way to go. There's enough of a gap, though, that I'm not sure how much of a difference it'll make. I don't know. Expansion ideas at some point would be nice. I mean, the thing is, first of all, yeah, and it would be nice for more colonial stuff. I really want humanism, because it's super good in general. It's also, we got a bonus in this age if you do go humanist. But we might want to go expansion first. It's possible. Innovative is great later on for one of the other institutions to spread to you. There's a lot of really good possibilities. But the showstopper might be the fact that the very first thing in expansion ideas is +1 colonist, which... That's where our power is going to come from, is playing the colonial game. We don't need to rush into China. Well, you're going to spread more separatism over there. It's kind of frustrating. Oh, there we go. Free colonist. Bam. Bam. You get bonus prestige from over here and the +1 colonist. Excellent. So, if I recall correctly, we actually have a mission to colonize Burrito. And you want to go after these missions because the reward of global settler increase is huge. And, again, I don't actually have to worry about rushing into Australia at this point. So we'll do that. But I do actually still want to grab the provinces here because they're hugely desirable. In particular, Manila, which is both an important natural harbor. Right, okay, just a natural harbor, but also 14 development. Stupid separatism. We could also do some wars over here to finish off these guys. Take out Yerevan. Like, just get more and more and more of the coast up here. Nothing wrong with that. We could also, of course, start expanding into the Americas. We can't colonize there right now, but it wouldn't be hard for us to get a stepping stone to reach there. And then at that point, then we start developing colonial nations over there, and we can get trade out of the Americas to us. There's a couple of different trade centers that flow. One flows into Nippon, the other one flows into... What trade node is this? Giran trade node. Oh. That was there. Yeah, the zoom feature is still really weird. I think it's because there's actually an edge of the map right here. You can see the straight line, and I think it fails to zoom properly if something's on the other side of the map. Cores! That's actually... How is our overextension in general? 30% still, but probably about to finish. National unrest is still positive, but not that much. Bruneian separatists are certainly going to pop in just a mo here. You're nearly done. I'm going to risk moving these guys out and hope you don't do another uprising. That might be annoying. I think worst case scenario just kills a few settlers. Okay, you reclaim that. How's the unrest over here? Oh, if I recall correctly, there was still some Korean unrest, so I want to go and park you back over there, which is the reason you were there in the first place. We're losing a little bit of money right now. Do I want to build buildings? Right. Build buildings. Institution. Loan is the other one. Oh, there we go. Conversion's good. Ming's embraced Renaissance. Wow, they have been behind the ball in that one. Okay, they actually spawned on top of me in Kunai. I've got the defensive modifier. I don't actually have a leader, though. We did really well, but our lack of units is probably going to weigh us down here. Oh, as long as we keep rolling equal numbers. Whew, that was actually very tight. I should not have played with fire quite as much, but now we're all good. I can go ahead and just position these guys down here. That's going to be good. Convert over the pagans. Yeah, we're losing money. Now, we're doing a lot of reinforcements, that's true. So the corruption, overextension, religious unity, we're having to spend some money there. That's not going to be that long, though. It's mostly the reinforcements that's causing our money to go negative. Inflation is fine. Cores are finishing up. The way of tea! Hold on. I like tea. Until the end of the game, Or until the game decides to just randomly cause something to expire. We can get a bonus to prestige, and Kyoto gets control T for 10... No, for 1 year. No, that's kind of crap. Make it so! T, Earl Grey, hot. Bejar becomes self-sustaining. Excellent. So, we're going to get a colonist back. We could go and keep going here, but no, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tondo and finish things off here. So we're going to defend here because there's some natives. We don't need quite this many people, but what the hell, right? And then over here, they're actually more aggressive. And then work our way to Manila. Tea will now be produced in Mutsa. Since we dominate the tea trade, rather than just trading it, perhaps we should start growing it ourselves. Of course we should. Where is this? Mutsu. What are you creating now? Whatever it is probably not worth as much as tea. It is fish. We'll make fish tea. I don't even know what the... Oh, tea's actually not worth quite as much. Went from 2.25 to 2. Although I think once the British get addicted to tea, I think the cost of tea will go up dramatically. And that will be good for us. Alright, you land there. We got our 2 colonists going on. Ho Ming. So, just to confirm, Ming still got like 100k troops, right? So we're just going to keep buying them off? Yeah. That's fine. I'm okay with that. You've got no unrest there, which is good. So if there are Korean separatists that spawn, they will spawn on this province here, which has a fort. And I'm good with that. We got to keep our maintenance up, though, which hurts. Our heir is Craven. 5% penalty to morale of armies. Ew. All right. Someone wants to hire condottieri. Like, just ignore that. So we still have money, but we want to repay that loan at some point. Okay, it's probably worth thinking about states, though. Where is it? There it is. This one here, Ninguta. I have 4 or 5 members of this. Now, there's still a lot of autonomy right here, but it will burn off eventually. It's probably worth doing this. Obviously, it costed Min. Which is something worth thinking about here. Because I am now behind on admin. And in particular, at some point, I'm going to get to level 10, get a new idea group, and I'm almost certainly going to take an admin idea. Although right now, I would be paying some institution tech penalty stuff. So I don't necessarily need to rush it, but I kind of want to save up my admin power. Also, I would kind of like to be able to make money again. I could probably bring down the maintenance, because there's an overkill of dudes in both these positions. I can probably afford to bring the army maintenance down to something like here. Especially since the rebels here... Can they spawn under me? Well, they technically can. They probably won't. And that would be bad. Okay, let me leave up the army maintenance for now. Oh, forts. Thank you. Yeah, so what we should do is take a look at the development. I don't actually need to keep the forts around if all the, not development, but rather the devastation is gone. I might want to keep this one. It's in the mountains and it's near Ming. You know what? I am going to keep this one. So that one will get mothballed. That's fine. This one here, any devastation? Okay, no, that's all gone. And I don't see any reason to keep a fort here. So yeah, okay, we can save a lot of money. Boom. How about here? No devastation? Nope, and I don't see any reason to leave this down here. Go away. Okay, there's none there. Meanwhile, let's take a look here. How you doing? 0, 0, 0. You go away now. There we go. Well, that's going to save us 3 gold. Same thing here. I'm not worried about fighting my other Japanese neighbors anymore. So I'm going to get rid of that. Even though that was in hills. No, that's fine. We can just get rid of that. It's tempting to build a proper one in Kyoto, though. Because we already... No, I guess we can't mothball that, so I guess we don't pay anything for that. Let me take a look. We are at 1 of 2. So there's... hold on. We have one that's not mothballed somewhere. Right, this one. This is mountains, and this is mountain. We've got 2. I want to keep this one not mothballed because of the unrest. The question is, do we keep them both? They're both mountains. I think these are going to be super valuable when we fight Ming later on. So I think we leave them. I'll have to try to remember to mothball this one after the rebellion threat goes away. They want money. They want 51 money. This is the first time Ming have asked for money so far. It's always been power points. They've never asked for manpower. Interesting. The wall. Yeah, it's the Great Wall of China right here. The Great Fortress Wall. Alright, our diplomats are cycling, which is good. Let's take a look. So again, I could accelerate this, and it might be worthwhile, but in, you know, give them a couple of months, and they're both going to be happy. We're still burning off that pirate haven and everything. Have the Diplorev guy. Be better to have the improved relations guy, but we don't have a level 1. We don't have that much money. Tea imports. Potential economists have been questioning the rapid increase in tea imports to our nation recently. If one of our neighbors came to control a large quantity of the world's known tea supply through death trade practices, their beverages, after one of them has come to do that, blah, blah, blah. Their beverages have grown very popular, even among Ashikaga people. Protectionist politicians are now questioning whether such imports of luxury goods benefit Ashikaga, arguing that growing dependent on a good which our neighbor controls weakens our economic position. So here's a good question. Where is the concentration of tea? So tea is going to be green. Okay, good. So we've got quite a few tea producers in our own land. So, all right, this is where the bulk of the tea is coming from. All right, if we discard tea, civilization will swiftly follow. So this would give us 5 years of reduced national unrest and cheaper advisor costs. Or we should dump their tea into the ocean. Where have I heard that before? Ooh, I mean, I like tea. But I also like a permanent +1 mercantilism, which lasts for the entire game. So we've got to go and do that. Okay, we're gonna have a little tea party. A little we'll have a Nawari tea party over here in the harbor, the Owari Harbor. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not gonna give up a piece of land. No. We'll do this. I don't care. Hopefully you weren't one of the ones that I was on the cusp of maybe being able to end. No, you're the one with the lowest relationship. Even before the -50. So, no, it's good. Oh, and the have core. So you might be one of the last people we annex, but that's okay. No one started a war for a while. We haven't told anyone to go and make puzzles. Tea party and puzzles. Sounds fun. Yeah. Brunei's doing some spy stuff. Uh-huh. So our troops are... What? Oh! Scurvy! Bleeding gums and falling teeth. With a diet consisting mostly of cured and salted meat and dried grains, the Malaysian lethargy should have been the first symptoms recognized as scurvy, but it was not until gums started bleeding and teeth falling out that we realized we have to do something to save our expedition members. They're exploring provinces that have unknown flora and fauna to us. It would be unwise to eat anything, as it could be poisonous. Maybe we should try to establish contact with natives of Piscatang and ask for their help. Trade for medicine, so lose 100 ducats, or no, try eating some fruit first, lose admin. I need money, because I'm going to pay off that loan. Now I want to embrace colonialism, especially before we keep growing our goddamn country. But I can't spend admin power. Admin power too valuable. Spend the money. One of my states requires land. Mabushi. Oh yeah, because we made a state. Okay. Or no, we didn't. We didn't make a state. Oh, okay, stop. Natives, assimilation, that's really good. Armies under attack is acceptable. So, the Bushi want some land. I mean, I could just give them that one, I suppose. Or maybe, oh, that's not part of one of my states. That's too bad. Alright, this 222 right over here, it's fine. Here, you can have that. Excellent. We are... I mean, I'm not going to be teching up now. I'm way ahead of time, and I've still got the tech penalty. I may as well go ahead and grab this. Save us some money on land maintenance is actually good, especially since we're always at 100% land maintenance. Which is so weird. It's not a state I'm used to being in, but... Ming. Problem is, I can't make it... I won't be able to make any friends against Ming. And if I want to expand through warfare, I have to fight tributaries. Can we ever, like, inherit this? Like, if we get royal marriages with Ming? which I should try for now. Is there any chance I can inherit the throne? I don't think so. Marriage. Mutiny in Mississauga. I have to lose power from something. I will lose military power. The problem is, if I want to get ideas, I have to spend twice in admin tech, and I've got the ahead of time penalty. And at least with military, I do have ideas that I can spend points in. Or I could flog them. I'm just going to send them back. Nice to have a little bit more legitimacy. This is pretty low. Alright. Oh, it's 3 p.m. It's time for us to stop. I'm like, I feel like we've been going for a long time. So yeah, I really want to accrue more money. At least we're running a positive thing now. A rebellion... Is this just the Korean rebels? Or some particularists over here. 3.5 years. In Banjar? That's right here, right? What are you cranky about? Intolerance, right. I mean, we got the whole religious problems. Humanism's really going to be handy for us. Really handy. Man, we have no religious unity. We probably want to stop expanding outwards for a while. Get all of our, get all of the autonomy down. It's probably worth making more states right now, since I don't have the points. Although, okay, Kutai would be a good one here, because we have 4 to the 5. I know you still have a lot of autonomy for now. But you've got some really valuable provinces in there too. Yeah, the income was going to be great later on. So I'm going to go ahead and core you guys. I think that's going to be fine. So we're just going to look at growing taller for a little while. Just solidify our current holdings. And try to particularly improve our treasury so that we can finally embrace colonialism. Which you would think we'd have embraced, but apparently not. So, we're going to go and end the EU4 portion of the stream here. I am going to go get myself a wee tipple, and when we get back, we're going to play, just for the fun of it, some League of Legends, all random, all middle, with some subscribers. I will be emailing subscribers with the password to the game. We'll be hosting it here. If you were just here for the single-player portion in the EU4, hey, thanks for coming by. That's cool. If you missed any of it, it will be up on the UbTubs, hopefully relatively soon. Yeah, but we have some fun with the other ones, so coming out or stick around. And again, if you do have League, then hopefully we'll see you there. I did miss a bunch of tips earlier. So, well, 2 tips I missed. Hannibal, thank you very much for the tip that you sent earlier. Greetings from the island of Austria. Thanks for your great streams and programming videos. Keep up the nice work. Thank you very much, Hannibal. I don't know, like, when you say that, I'm like, I don't know if you mean Austria is an island, or if you mean this is Austria. I guess because the quote was around the island, you must be from Austria. Also, all the Australians are asleep right now, so excellent. Got a tip in from Crater. Thank you very much for all these months using ad blocker. Thanks for the great content. Best regards from Sweden. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. I totally get where you're coming from, but I appreciate you still supporting the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. And 22 Solid just sent in a tip to say, hey, Quill, can't spend too much since I'm trying to save up for a computer that can actually play Paradox games. But I thought I'd send you an unbirthday present in case I missed the stream. Thank you very much, 22 Solid. Okay, short break. I will email subscribers with the League of Legends password info, and when we come back, we're going to play a couple of games of all random, all middle. You don't have to be good. Trust me. Just watch me. You'll know for sure. You don't actually have to be good, but we'll have a really, really good time. So see you in a couple minutes.